Hello,
Hi, I'm Penny Reid,
I'm L.H. Cosway.
and we're answering questions about working or writing books together. Okay, so I'll ask you the first question,
Okay.
which is, first off, how did you decide to work together?
Okay, so we were in Edinburgh and we were out to dinner with lots of other authors and we were talking about different books that are written by two people, and I think our eyes just kind of met across the table and we were like, I don't think any words were said, but we just had a silent communication that were like, we should do that. And I was like,
that's exactly
yes.
It was kind of like, oh, so yeah, that's true.
Silent agreement.
Yeah, that's how it happened. Okay, so the next question, and I'll answer this one. When coming up with new ideas or working on a problem in a book, how do you usually tackle a problem together? So, I guess what we did, like with Hooker and the Hermit, and now we're writing the second one in the series, is that if one of us came up with an issue or identified a problem, but really it didn't come up until the beta reader phase, I don't think.
Because we just thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, we thought it was genius.
This is amazing.
The best book ever. And it wasn't.
We quickly found out.
We were like, oh, it's crap.
Oh well.
That was a good try.
Better luck next time.
So when we get the notes back from the beta readers, we'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good point. And so I guess we just hopped on Skype.
Yeah.
And then we talked about some potential solutions to the problem. For example, in Hooker and the Hermit, a beta reader pointed out that they didn't feel like Ronan was wooing Annie appropriately, like he just wanted to get in her pants. And whereas we were comfortable with that, obviously, the beta reader thought that it was bad form. And so we decided to add a section where he starts sending her gifts. And that was we just got on Skype and started talking about, well, how does...
I think that was your idea, actually.
But it was like, how is a person wooed?
Yeah.
How does a person get wooed? And
buy me stuff.
So things. The answer to the questions, things. Okay, so this next one's for you. What would you say is the greatest strength of the other author? Oh, no, then this is for both of us.
Oh, okay.
What would you say is the greatest strength of the other writer? But since I answered the last question,
I'll answer
you
first.
have to answer first. Okay.
I think your greatest strength is plotting
I can see
the
that.
book, and also you're really good at something that I'm not good at, which is when I send you a chapter, you're really good at making it better and adding details, which is when I send you a chapter, I'm just like, this is great. I don't need to make any changes. I don't think you have many strengths.
You're very sweet.
Those are the main two.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
It's very kind. I would say that your biggest strength, or one of your largest strengths, is bringing an element of realism to something that's fantastical. So when in romance, you're often writing about situations that are somewhat unrealistic or that you're not going to come across in everyday life. But you bring these moments of realism or thought. Like, for example, when Ronan's in the shower in Hooker and the Hermit, and he does like a fist pump in the air. He's like, that's right, I'm butt naked in the shower. Fist pump in the air. And it's just like this, yeah, F yeah you are. Because that's what a person would do, even though, a real person would do that, rugby player or not. So I would say that's, yes, that's what, that's something that I love about your books. But I think also in writing, so far the two projects that we've worked on together, you bring it. That's really cool.
Your answer was better than mine. I feel like mine wasn't complimentary enough now.
Well, yeah, you can come back at the end and... No, I'm just kidding.
Hilarious. Okay.
I love your hair. It smells good. Okay. Okay, we already did that. We already did. Oh, out of the two of you, who writes the dirtiest sex scenes?
Well, who do you think?
They're fantastic. That's why we thought the book was so great, was because the sex scenes were so awesome. Yeah, so it's her.
You're all welcome.
Okay. Who is the most likely to cry during edits?
I don't think either one of us. I think we're both very pragmatic about it. If something needs to be done, we'll just do it. It's not like we're going to be like, no, I'm too sensitive to do it.
Right. And I think one of the reasons why we work so well together is because there's a level of comfort for whatever reason. I don't know that it was necessarily earned or it's just like, no, that's shit. We're not.
And I don't think we're going to get offended. Like, we never really get offended by stuff.
No. And it's like, no, we shouldn't put that in, or that's a bad idea. And it's just, so when it came time to do edits, especially the beta edits, I feel like it was like, oh yeah, good point. Let's change that. So I don't think either of us are. Okay. Who is most likely to get details wrong in a book? So I'm guessing like in one chapter we called somebody Lucy, in the next chapter we called somebody Harold.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I forget character names a lot, actually.
I think I would say
but
both
it's
of us.
not when I'm writing the book, but it's more like when the book is done, I'd forget them, but not during the writing process.
I would say that we're both equally likely to miss a detail.
But that's the good thing about writing together, because you can see my mistakes, I can see yours.
Yes.
So it's hard to see your own mistakes.
That's an endorsement for writing a book together. Okay. And finally, what is the best thing about getting to work with your best friend? So I have to change this vernacular.
Are you my best friend?
No. We actually call each other work wives. So I'm going to rephrase the question.
It's actually a lot more intimate than best friends.
Yes. No, okay. What is the best thing about getting to work with your work wife? So I'll go first since you answered the last question first. For me, it's because the coolest thing about working as a team is that when I have to compare it to writing on your own, because when you're writing on your own, it's all you reacting to you or you reacting to your own characters. But when you're writing as part of a team, especially with your wife, it's neat that when I get the chapter back from L.H., I have something to react to. Like my character has something new that I didn't think of, or that's shocking, or a fist pump in the shower, that I can take that and actually react to it.
So it's more real in a sense.
Yeah.
It's more real because you're reacting to another person rather than just voices in your head.
Right. And yes, rather than the voices in my head.
So my turn. I really like how you get the chapter. How when you're writing a chapter, like if you're writing your own book, you're writing it and it's like you just write it to the end and you're getting no response yet. But when I send you a chapter, I can get that immediate reaction of this was funny, I like this bit, I didn't like this bit.
Yeah.
So
I like that too.
It's really good.
Yeah, that immediate feedback, because
it's like an immediate reward for what you've done, rather than waiting until you've written the whole entire book.
Or like even halves, because some authors have beta readers who'll read a book like a 30% of the way through, or something like that, and
it's like just one chapter, and then you get
and then
find out how it reads.
Yeah, I like that too. Okay, well those are all the questions. So thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye.